Hello, brothers and sisters. It is Dawn and Zuby Lama, and we are back here with you today. It is
Good afternoon.
Dawn just got out of the shower. He's not sweaty. He just got out of the shower. But it is Wednesday, September 11th, 2019. And the reason why I'm coming on this video is because you guys know I've had dreams. You guys, if you watched my last video, you know about the dream that I had that had to do with the two moons or two suns. I'm unsure. But I usually do have dreams maybe twice, I don't know, like once or twice a week maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And recently I've had it every night. And so if you guys haven't watched my last video about the moons, please go watch it. It's the most recent video. If you have, I'm going to go into the next stream because we have a guy, his name is Watchman5779. He's also Watchman for the Rapture and all that good stuff that we are into. And so we've been spitting back and forth a lot of information. He's got a great channel. He's got a lot of great information. If you guys haven't subscribed to him yet, you definitely should. Watchman5779. I'll include a link below. But my dream was we had talked to his name's Eric, and we had talked to Eric about what a church actually means because he said that he feels a lot of not so holiness in the church. He just feels a lot of judgment in the church, and he actually went up on his church stage, and the pastor only gave him 1 minute
Because he was talking about
the rapture.
end time stuff.
Yeah,
and
the pastor was like totally rebuking him publicly on stage while he only gave him a minute. And you know, Eric's like, I don't care how many people I get, I just you one person. So the woman that was sitting next to him actually showed her, hey, it's the end. I know it's the end. I agree with you, but no one else agrees. It is not popular in churches. They do not want to go getting people, go save yourself because there's going to be a rapture. You know, no one wants to go into that. So in the stream, I was above, all three of us, me, Dawn, and Eric were up in the air. It was an aerial view, and I could actually watch people. I saw Dutch Stintz. If you guys don't follow Dutch Stintz, also, he watches earthquakes and volcanoes and all that good stuff. Really good information. He's very scientific about it. But I actually saw his broadcast from above. This is in my dream. And he was saying, look at this channel, Cancer's Kryptonite. Look at Cancer's Kryptonite. They're gone, and the last thing they were talking about was the rapture. Now, we believe, and a lot of other people believe, that the reason why these alien invasions and stuff, or alien spacecrafts and stuff are
and
going
asteroids
around,
and all these sightings of strange phenomena in the sky.
the reason why that's happening is because they're setting everybody up to program you to think that when these people do go, that that's what happened. They got abducted by an alien. When that's not what happened, and we're here to tell you that it's not what is going to happen. If people do get raptured, or if people do go missing, it is a rapture. It is the first fruits. It is the harvest. We are at September, and the end of September 30th is going to be the new month, 5780, not 5779, which we believe that's going to happen in 5779. So back to my dream. I was up above. I saw Dutch Stintz reporting on us because we were missing. And then Eric was like, well, what are people saying about me? And we could go look, and I saw somebody going into Eric's phone, and they were looking at what we had talked about, what we had discussed within each other, and then of course his YouTube channel. Now, I don't know who it was that was going through his phone, but I did ask him. I said, do you have a way that people can get into your phone if you aren't there? Like, you know, people have like fingerprints and like eye scans now.
Right.
And we don't. Our phone's wide open. And he's like, actually, no, I don't have that. My phone's wide open, so anybody can come in and check on me. And so I saw somebody looking at his phone. So then that was the first dream. That was the night before last. And then last night I had a dream where I was woken up. We felt the earthquake. Dawn and I were in bed.
Yeah, she popped awake in the middle of the night and was like, I just had a dream. And she told me about, this massive earthquake, that it was so shocking, like the force of the earthquake, that she screamed when it happened. Like
we both screamed.
Yeah.
And we were laying in bed when the earthquake happened. I shrieked, and Dawn screamed. And I want to say it was for 10 seconds how long the earthquake went for. But then they told us that we needed to go to Burger King. There is no Burger King near us for at least an hour. I think there's one in Cabo.
La Paz.
Or La Paz. But definitely not near us. So we were sent to go to the Burger King and have a shelter, and we had our dog with us, and there were some people in town that we saw, and we believe that they are not good people, so we don't hang out with them, but they were trying to talk to us, and we were just sitting in the shelter at Burger King, and everyone's eating, and he's like, hey, nice dog you got there, and we're like, he's like, crazy how that just happened, huh? And we're like, but we were trying to keep to ourselves because we don't really go out or anything like that, so we kind of stay in. And so that was my dream. But the really, really weird thing is I usually go back into my dream. Like if I wake up and I go to the restroom and then I come back, I can actually go back into it, but it didn't take me back into it. It took me back into a different dream where I was bartending again, and all these serving and bartending dreams. It's just so I was bartending again, but this time I was bartending in a circular bar, which just does not make sense, by the way, side note, but a circular bar. And I was working alongside a girl that I used to work with at TGI Fridays, and her name was Harmony. And so I was working alongside Harmony, and everything else really wasn't that significant, but I'll just say it anyways. But my friends had shown up to like see me, and the server was like, "Oh, hey," and they go, "Hey," and so I walked up to say hello to them. I knew that they had a different server. I only got to work in the bar, so I didn't take tables. So I just walked over there. "Hey guys, good to see you." And they go, "Yeah, Zuby, can you just get us some bottles of sake," which is like rice wine, and it's sake. And so I said, "Yeah." And then the server had said, "No, we can't give them sake." And I said, "Why?" And she's like, "It's just not available." And I was like, "What? How do we not have sake? We have it on the menu. No one's told me we've 86'd it, so why is it still there?" So I go and I talk to Harmony, who just hates me. I mean, she does not like me. Harmony hates me. And she does not want me talking to her. And so I was like, "Hey, Harmony, like, do we have sake?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course we do." And I'm like, "Well, the other server said that we can't give it to my friends." And she's like, "Don't believe everything you hear." And I'm like, "Oh, or whatever." So then I end up getting their ticket to make their drinks, and they were ordering vodka and Coke, like Coca-Cola. And so I was like, wow, that's a weird difference from going from rice wine to like Coca-Cola. It was just super weird. So that was like pretty much the gist of my dreams, but I have never been woken up by an earthquake ever in my entire life. We are, we're not in a very like seismic
prone
area. So I'm like, why would I be feeling it? But I don't know. I wanted to share my dreams with you guys because I feel like something's gonna happen. It's every night now I've had these dreams. And then now, if you guys go on Dabu77, he posted some photos of people who have shown pictures of two suns. And there's two suns, red sun. I do believe that this is judgment on Israel.
And a little bit of information on those two suns. We had a friend of ours that we talked to the other day and yesterday. And he said, I got up in the morning and he said, I saw the moon. He says, and it was red. It was really red. And I was like, really?
Well,
and so
he gets up early. He gets up in the
he
morning.
He gets up early, so I wasn't really sure, when he said early. So I said, would you say it was like 6 or 7? Because in my head, I've been following the moon for a long time. And if you haven't paid attention to the moon, you're not going to know where it is. I know where the moon is all the time because I started paying attention and it follows a pattern. Okay. And the moon was setting around that time, about 3:30 to 4 in the morning. I wasn't exactly sure what time. And so I said, hey, was it dark out or was it kind of getting light out?
Well, because he said it was a blood moon.
Yeah,
that's what he told us. Moon. I saw a blood moon, and we were like, you saw a blood moon? Really? When? Because no one's talking about it. They only talk about the prominent ones.
So then I nailed him down on it, and he said, oh, it wasn't any earlier than 5, and it wasn't any later than 7. So I was like, okay, that's definitely like dawn, pre-dawn kind of area. But the moon had set at 4:04 last night. And the night before, I believe it was 3:58 a.m. that it set. So what did he see? Now, fast forward, this Eric, the guy who we were telling you about, we were telling him about what he said, and he goes, he doesn't follow the moon either. He doesn't really follow the moon cycles. And so he said, yeah, I was going to work. He says, and I saw it too. And I said,
he saw a red sun.
Yeah. And so sun. I said,
2 of them.
It can't be the moon. So what is it? Well, in these other pictures that Mr. MBB's got a bunch of them up there where people sent them in. Nibiru, Wormwood, Marduk, whatever you want to call it, the destroyer is supposed to be red. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to get closer and closer until it finally passes over the sun as it moves towards Earth. And it's not a planet, we don't really know what it is. All the ancient cultures have these stories about what they tell about what happens when it passes over, and the Bible has scriptures about every time it passes over, each time it passes over, it will cause terror. And it has to do, it belches forth fire onto the earth. It causes this red dust to fall that burns the skin of men, keeps the plants from growing, rends the earth. And the Egyptians talk about it, the Hopis talk about it, all of the
Mayans,
Mexican Mayans,
Aztecs,
Incas, Olmecs. Mm-hmm.
They all talk about it.
Aboriginals, Africans, Eastern Indian religions, like the Buddhist and so forth.
So we know that Jim did not see, that our friend did not see the moon.
Yeah, it wasn't
He did
the moon.
not see a blood moon. There was no way the moon was out at 6 o'clock. And then we got up he got up this morning to go check. And around 6 o'clock, and we had clouds, but there was no moon. And he's like, there's no way that he saw that moon.
No.
And so what's funny is we've shown him, okay, here are the photos. Here's when moon sets. And you guys are telling us you saw it at 7. We're not calling them a liar, but we're trying to help them see that maybe it wasn't the moon, dude.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to hear it. It's like they just didn't want to hear it, and they're downplaying it. It's okay.
And we understand completely because it's information. Like I said before, nobody wants to be a flat earther. Nobody wants to be that person walking around saying things like that because. But when you know these things, then you prove these things, and then you start paying attention to things like the moon cycles. And you know when the moon is there and when it's not. And someone says that the moon was out in the morning when they got up, and I was like, no, the moon set.
Like, I know Jim is not getting up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I know it's not that early. So I'm like, why would he see it? So,
and even if he's getting up at 4 a.m, he would have to go up on his roof to be able to see where the moon is setting. He wouldn't be able to see it from his house at 4 a.m.
So we do know that today is a big watch date. Tomorrow is a big watch date. Tonight is a big
Friday's
watch
a big watch date.
Friday is, and then of course the 21st, my dream, where I saw flashing September 21st, September 30th. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if anything's going to happen. I have no idea. All I'm doing is relaying the information for my dreams. You guys can be speculatory as much as you want on it, but I believe what I believe. I believe that the rapture is going to happen, and I believe that they're going to try to make a cover up and say that was an alien abduction, and they're saying, oh, look, these motherships in the sky. I mean, the red rockets by this, a red fireball flew by this plane. We thought it was a plane, but it wasn't a plane, and then that other plane yesterday made that emergency landing where they had the rocket come out of their wing. I mean, and then they're blaming it on geese. They're like, oh, a goose.
Fire or something?
Yeah, fire came right out of the engine. They said that a bunch of geese went inside, and that's what happened. So they had to make an emergency landing in Abbotsville. They had to make an emergency landing in Abbotsville, British Columbia.
So the backstory and all this false alien invasion stuff is you have to know about Project Bluebeam and these other pieces of equipment that they patented that they can use. The stuff that they spray up there that they say that they're not spraying. They can use that as like a TV screen, and then they can project like a laser onto it, so you will literally see something in the sky. And you'll swear it's something up there, like you'll swear you're looking at something in the sky. And this is all patented stuff that you can go and read the patents yourself about what it's designed to do and what are they going to use that for.
Right.
Well, when you start piecing all these things together, it's like you kind of start to see this picture emerge. And it sort of goes in line with what the Bible prophecy says is going to be deceive men in the last days. So,
and if you want to be considered, by Yahuwah, if you want to be considered as the Holy One, you guys can give your life to Jesus. All you have to do. He's just asking for you to know that Jesus died for our sins and give your life to Jesus. And if you're not on our side, you're on his side. You're on the enemy's side. Satan is real. He is alive and well, and he is working his evil on everyone, and including those that believe in God. There are lukewarms. There is those Laodiceas. There is Philadelphia. We know about the tribes and that which ones are bad and which ones not bad, but which ones are being misled, which ones are doing horrible things, and which ones include the Jezebel spirit or whatnot. We know about all these things, and this is reality. The Bible is saying is predicting all these things that are happening, and we can't turn a blind eye to it. So.
You used the term good or bad. It really, we haven't been saints and angels in our life.
No.
Good and bad is kind of, it's about timing, isn't it? And so really, if you are in a period of bad, it is as simple as saying, hey, I messed up, lead a moral life, be honest, don't steal, be
Don't
kind
lie,
to people
be kind,
and help
be
people
loyal.
who you can and be
Don't
loyal.
commit adultery.
Yeah, love, joy, peace, long-suffering, mildness, kindness, goodness, faith, self-control. Those are the fruitages of the Spirit. Those are the things that we want to manifest in our life to other people, and that's what he asks us to do. So
that's what this video is for, and
that's
we're just here to encourage you. I mean, I'm seeing these things. I know that he's seeing these things, and I know that other people are seeing these things. They're all reporting different things. Rapture dreams, put them on YouTube. Rapture dream. So many people are coming up with their first rapture dreams. They're like, I've never had a dream before, and they're coming out with these rapture dreams that coincide with a lot of rapture dreams that I've had and rapture dreams that I have watched. So with that being said, I'm going to hit this at 14 minutes. God bless you guys. We love you. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you later. God bless.